Okay, hello friends. It's been a minute and I'm back. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. So, let's fix the roles, because we're sitting. This is a sit and chat and we're wearing leggings and a crop top, so it's great. I feel very ADD right now, so I'm gonna focus. Anyway, I'm really excited to be back. I'm really excited to start to share more of behind the scenes again. I started this channel in September of 2018 and my life looked so different. Like literally I hovered over the vlog and it doesn't play the audio, but it just kind of like shows you like the visual, I guess, like the little square on the YouTube. And like my life was so different. So I'm really excited to be back. I'm really excited to start sharing again and really showcase not only what it's like behind the scenes as an entrepreneur, but also what it's like to live a really beautiful life. So just to kind of bring you up to speed of who I am, where I've been, what's new in my life, and the whole 9 yards. Let's do that. Okay. My ice has melted because I've been procrastinating, but it's fine. So, okay. Hi. Maria here. 25, going on 26 years old. I turned 26 in a couple weeks, which I know it's happening, but I'm definitely in denial. I feel like 26 is a very switch year. You go from being young to like late 20s, and late 20s means you're knocking on 30, which basically means you're like knocking on 40, which basically means I'm a grandma, which in my soul I know I'm an old soul. I feel that I'm ready for grandma life, but there's a piece of me that still feels like yeah, being young is fun. I was just thinking thinking back to when I lived in Manhattan and oh, the things we would do. Oh my God. Crazy. I was a different person in my youth. Now I'm just late 20s. Anyway, so my birthday's coming up. I'm going through a massive identity shift, if you will. And it's really fun. I'm going through a massive personal growth journey, which if you literally watch back some of my old videos, which I don't even know if I'm going to keep them up. They have like no views, like 27 views. But if I keep them up, you will see how far I've come. So maybe I will, just for educational purposes. But did I say I'm married? I got married in December. We just celebrated 6 months of being married, which has been one of the best decisions we've ever made. We live together, obviously. That's probably not a surprise since we're married, but that was a big thing that happened in September. I've lived out of the house before. John never had. He didn't go away to college. If you have watched my channel or you have been following me, you'll know I did spend 5 years at college because I had a year in Manhattan, and then I did 4 years in Westchester, right outside the Bronx. And then I also did some time living in Disney and also studied abroad in Rome. So I'm very familiar with living outside the home. So we've had some transitions. We gained a little weight from those shifts, but we're good. We're going to the gym 4 days a week. We're feeling strong and more alive than ever. Knock on wood. Yeah, you too. My autoimmune disease has been in check and I've been in a really great place. And think that's it. Like, I think that's all the life updates, like where we are now, that you need to know. The other thing is my hair is really long and it keeps getting stuck in my armpits. And sometimes, like, if I wear a ponytail to the gym and like I'm doing like rows or like that one, I don't know the names of things, but like this one, and like I'm laying and like a chest press maybe, like my hair will get stuck under me and I'm like, ugh, flapping around like a fish on a dock. It's great. I really love that I just described that to you in detail. I can't with myself. But anyway, so I'm also an entrepreneur. I don't think I said that. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a podcaster. I'm an author. And I love to cook. So a little bit about me within my personal life, because I'm sure I will share. I mean, it's such a big part of my life, I can't not share it. But I am a business mentor and strategist. I focus on helping online entrepreneurs scale utilizing social media marketing, management, not management. So I had a moment of a flashback to my old business, my agency that I used to run in 2018. But we do social media marketing, mindset, manifestation, and all around just like happiness work. So a huge piece of what I do is I teach the process that I call happiness first. And it is a manifestation practice, and it is something that I will talk about with you here on this channel, but it is a way of life. It is a putting your happiness first, even if you don't have the life that you want yet. And I will share with you over the coming weeks some of the goals that we have as a couple, goals that I have within my business, and how even though like we don't have the multi-7-figure cash business yet, I'm still very happy and I'm very satisfied and I'm very passionate about my work, right? My business is always growing, and I work with some really amazing women, and I do also take on men. I don't currently have any men, but my work is a huge part of what I do. And another thing about me is I always tell it as it is. So no fluff, just facts are some hashtags that I use in my business. I haven't used them in a while, so no fluff, just facts. No bullshit, right? I tell it as it is, and I really try not to sugarcoat things, right? So a lot of what I talk about within my podcast, All the Vibes, is it's not always sunshine and rainbows. And there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes of running a beautiful brand that isn't so beautiful, and it isn't so luxurious, and not necessarily normalizing that, but because of course we want to normalize living a luxurious life and having all the beautiful things, but also just that recognition that you're not alone if you're struggling and going through something. And I feel very passionately about that, because when I really was getting started in my business around 2018, you know, when my first couple of vlogs went up on the channel, it was so hard for me to feel that I belonged in the community, because I felt like I was struggling so much, and I felt like everyone else was perfect and everyone else was living their best life, and I wasn't. I mean, I lived a great life, and I still do, 100%, not a question. But I just felt very alone and very isolated and very confused, because everything we do is marketing. Like, this video in theory is marketing. I'm not using it to market myself, but in theory, it's marketing. And I like to show the real and the raw and the unfiltered version of life and business and relationships. I'm sure I'll get John on here one day. We'll work on that. To talk about different things. And what I want to share with you today is that it's so powerful for you to take the time to give yourself permission to be happy, to give yourself permission to be happy first. Before you have the $1 million in the bank, before you live on the beach, before you have the first class and 5-star travel, happiness starts each morning. And it's something that I really feel passionately about. The way that I just said that sentence, I felt my mother come through me. Which isn't a bad thing. I'm very aware, because of the personal growth journey that I'm going through, I'm very aware lately of the different, is it an idiom? I'll say a mannerism. The different mannerisms that I have from different people. Like, there are things that John and I have been together for almost 6 years now, 5.5 years. There are different things that I say that I know, like, John says, like, come from John. There are things that, like, I do that are very much like my dad or my grandparents or my mom, and it's just very funny to have that awareness. So, like, sometimes, like, I will feel it before I will think it as it's happening, and it's very funny. So let's see what else. I'll show you my basil. That's what I'll do. Look at my basil. And look at my tomatoes. They smell so good. Honestly. Okay, so these are heirloom tomatoes that I harvested from a tomato that I ate a few weeks ago. And this is basil that I planted a long time ago that is doing really well. There's crystals in there. We got some amethyst in there because for a moment they were not doing well. And then I put the crystals in and they're doing fantastic. Outside, I just brought them outside the other day. I brought some tomatoes and some basil outside, but I brought mostly my sunflowers outside. And I also have a Majesty palm that is thriving. I just replanted it. It's so happy. Since I'm not a pet mom or a real mom yet, I'm really loving the plant mom life. Did I say plant mom or pet mom? I'm not a pet mom yet. One day. I mean, I do have my Duchess, but she lives at home. My other home with my family. So I don't have a pet yet. It's fine. I have John. I take care of John. The Cancer in me feels very called to nurture a lot of things. So right now I'm nurturing my plants, I'm nurturing my clients, I'm nurturing myself. And I've really learned to love doing laundry. So I think that's all of the life updates. I think that brings you up to speed. If you want to feel jealous, I currently have no laundry that needs to be washed. And I'm really proud of that. Because I used to go weeks. Like, I would run out of underwear. And I don't know, like, let me know if you, like, okay, comment down below if you've gotten this far. And just say, like, I would say underwear, but that might get weird. So just say, like, laundry if you've, like, watched this far. But I used to literally run out of underwear. And I will tell you, I probably have more underwear than most people. Probably because of that. But, like, I could go a month or two without running out of underwear. So really good at, like, being an adult, living on my own with my husband, and taking care of our home and being a good little housewife. No, I'm kidding. But I do have a lot of time. So I do, like, I clean every morning. I listen to Abraham Hicks and I clean, and I make her house feel really good. I talk to my plants. The one space that doesn't get cleaned that much is my office, which, I mean, like, you see behind me, which is a shared music room with my husband, but, like, my desk does not get cleaned. That's just too chaotic for me. I don't work here, so it doesn't bother me. It's more of a storage space for me. And yeah, I honestly think that that's all of the updates that I have. So with that being said, I'm gonna go. I can't promise when the next video will be out, but I do have some random bits of footage that I might either add here or add to a new video, depending on how long this is, that just might bring you, like, more up to speed of, like, different things I do in my day, since I only work like 10 hours a week. So I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day. I'll talk to you soon. Go subscribe to All the Vibes podcast. It's on all of your favorite the podcasting platforms. So Apple, Spotify, Pandora, blah, blah, blah. Follow me on Instagram at the Maria Weck, and don't forget to like and subscribe and share this with a friend, because that would mean the world to me. So I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day. I will talk to you again soon. Bye, guys.